on Otunjo on Thursday and Friday. So our newscaster is Genge.
Also looking greenish. It is green.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year to you guys. I saw you guys this morning and I was like, wow, the ground is actually greener in Ogtv this morning, this first day in 2025. And of course, is happy to be here to be part of this crew that is beginning this new Newdawn today on Ogun State Television.
Like we said, it's a new year. It doesn't matter what we have passed through in the last year. We have to be optimistic. You agree?
Definitely. I think I'm an optimistic. Like you said, incurable one. We have to be, because what have we gained not being optimistic all these years? I think that's where the conversation is. When you become so bitter, so unconstructive about just lamenting, what have you gained? You lose your peace along the line. So being optimistic, I think, is what we should go for this 2025.
Anyway, for now, you are not here for chit-chat. You are here to let us know the latest from the news. And so we'll hand over to you.
And talking about the latest, the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, has appealed to the communities located at the flashpoint of the war against terror to provide useful information for the Nigerian military to maintain accuracy and precision in targeting terrorists. Shettima, who also formally apologized on behalf of the federal government over the recent military airstrike in Sokoto State, extended deep condolences to the government and people of the state over those who lost their lives in the coordinated joint operation against the members of the Lakurawa terrorist group in their hideouts at Gidan, Sama, and Rumtuwa communities in Silame local government area of the state. No fewer than 10 villages were reportedly killed and several others injured on December 25, 2024, when the military targeted a logistics base of the Lakurawa insurgent group in the Silame area of Sokoto State. The Vice President, who reiterated President Bola Tinubu's determination to wipe out terror elements in the country, extended his heartfelt sympathy to the families of those mistakenly hit by the military onslaught on the terrorist group. Shettima described the incident as one of those rare sad moments when innocent civilians were caught in the crossfire in the ongoing effort to rid the country of all forms of terror. Shettima, on behalf of the military, expressed regret over the incident, just as he solicited more support for the troops, noting that with useful information, the officers will maintain accuracy and precision in fishing out the terrorists from among innocent villagers they are staking their lives to protect. He promised the people of the states of the federal government support, vowing that the administration of President Tinubu would not rest on its oars until terror groups and other criminal elements were completely wiped out of the country. Towards ensuring a lasting legacy for sports development in Ogun State, the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abeokuta, has announced plans by his administration to construct a brand new indoor boxing ring in the state to be named after heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua. The governor made this known at the ESCO chambers of the governor's office, Okimoso Abeokuta, when he hosted the former world heavyweight boxing champion. Governor's office correspondent Yusuf Gani report.
Governor Dapo Abeokuta, while urging Anthony Joshua to find ways of supporting the state in the area of sport development, urged the former two-time heavyweight champion to work alongside the Director General, National Sports Commission, and the State Commissioner for Sport Development to host a boxing champion in the state. The governor also hinted that the former heavyweight boxing champion would be lightening the Gateway Games National Sport Festival torch. In fulfillment of his promise to give Joshua a brand new house in the state, Governor Abeokuta appointed him as the ambassador of the National Sport Festival.
We've watched your career grow. We are going to be supporting your career in every way we can. We want to plead that you also, which you have assured me, find ways to also support us back home. Proudly, we bidded for the hosting of the National Sports Festival for this year, and we won that bid. The sports festival was meant to be in January. However, for some technical reasons, it's been postponed to sometime in May. I want to openly request that, besides the fact that today we are going to officially confirm you as our sports ambassador, I want to request that you come back to come and light up the torch, the Gateway Sports Festival torch that week of the Sports Festival. So you will be the one lighting the torch. You will be magnanimous to accept
Abeokuta added that the state is extremely proud of the achievement of Anthony Joshua on the world stage, saying his administration would support his career in every way it could.
We're extremely proud of your successes, and you know, the narrative around the story of your life is that which speaks to the ability to succeed despite all odds. The ability to succeed if you are dedicated and if you are committed and if you are conscientious, if you keep your eyes on the ball and decide that this is what you want to be, you can be all you can be. And I think that is what you exemplify. And I believe that your coming back home will be a source of motivation and inspiration for so many young men who are aspiring sportsmen. And we have quite a lot of them in Ogun State.
Earlier in his remarks, Anthony Joshua noted that he would work towards promoting Ogun State by showcasing the numerous talents in the state to the rest of the world.
So thank you guys for hosting us. We appreciate it. Ultra Society, we appreciate all your efforts and hard work and long may this state prosper. We need it. Economic power. God bless you.
Assuring the governor that he would work collaboratively to improve sporting activities in the states. Yusuf Ganiyu, Ogtv News.
Ogun State government will continue to invest in capacity building and human development of the state workforce. Ogun State Head of Service, Newdawn Osoya, made this known at the in-house training of over 60 newly recruited junior officers organized by the State Ministry of Fiscal Planning and Urban Development held at Valley View Auditorium, Isalebing, Abeokuta.
Code of conduct guiding the civil service and to protect government policies.
Somebody that is repenting God, very, very repenting. If you come, you will find you a lot of things. Please don't allow the public to lure you into what is not right. In the veterinary practice, we have ethics. In civil service, we do guided by a public service group. All of this is because we have to adhere simply to it.
Our governor, Prince Abeokuta, has been very, very magnanimous. I do not know many states in Nigeria that are employing people now because of cost of governance. So I want to admonish you that you will hold this appointment very, very early and then put yourself to work.
Declaring the training session open, Ogun State Head of Service, Newdawn Osoya, represented by Permanent Secretary Bureau of Establishment and Training, Lydia Fajombo, reiterated government's commitment to ensuring human capital development of the state workforce through constant training.
We want excellence. You know, the state's public service is known to be one of the best. And we don't want to draw the line down. It has to be moving forward. Whether your boss is there or your boss is not there, just ensure that you are doing the right thing at the right time.
The training then went into technical sessions where the newly recruited officers were opportune to learn on the code of conduct and ethics in the public service, effective communication as a tool for productivity, and best practices for operational efficiency. Ayodeji Tomori Olunmi, Ogtv News.
The federal government has proposed 53 billion naira to renovate 103 foreign missions. The funds will cover various needs, including renovations of chanceries, staff quarters, ambassadors' residencies, purchase of office furniture and official vehicles, among others. Allocations include 554 million naira for the foreign mission in Abidjan, 812 million naira for Banjul, 555 million naira for Brazzaville, 558 million naira for Port of Spain, 624 million naira for Kingston, 567 million naira for Libreville, 899 million naira for Niamey, among others. Despite the rise in allocation to the missions, significant financial challenges remain, with sources estimating that almost $1 billion was required to clear arrears and fully fund the nation's 109 missions worldwide. On taking office, President Bola Tinubu reassessed Nigeria's foreign policy and initiated a recall of 83 ambassadors in September 2023. In a related development, the federal government has initiated a 250 billion naira Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund. The fund is designated to provide low-cost, long-term mortgage financing and stimulate economic growth through the housing sector, according to Mohammed Manga, Director of Information and Public Relations of the ministry. Presiding over the signing ceremony in his office in Abuja, the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wali Edo, said that the initiative would address Nigeria's housing finance gap by offering mortgages with repayment terms of up to 25 years. These contrast sharply with the high interest short tenor loans currently offered by commercial banks. Meanwhile, the federal government is exploring the potentials of the livestock sector to enhance Nigeria's economic growth. The Minister for Livestock Development, Alhaji Idi Mukhtar Maiha, has said. The minister, who gave the assurance while inspecting livestock project of the Modibo Adama University, Yola, stressed that the federal government is committed to the development of numerous potentials that abound in the livestock sector to enhance national economic development. And on the foreign scene, the United States has unveiled sanctions against Iranian and Russian organizations, alleging they had sought to interfere in the U.S. election. The groups targeted were the Cognitive Design Production Center, a subordinate organization of Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, and the Moscow-based Center for Geopolitical Expertise. According to the U.S. Treasury Department, the groups, which are affiliates of the IRGC and the Russian Main Intelligence Directorate, respectively, aimed to stoke socio-political tensions and influence the U.S. electorate. It added that the Cognitive Design Production Center had planned influence operations to incite socio-political tensions among the U.S. electorate in the lead-up to the 2024 U.S. election. And finally, on sport, Nigerian-born heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua has ignited hopes for a long-anticipated showdown with fellow heavyweight Tyson Fury. Speaking in an interview with journalists during his visit to Ogun State Governor Prince Dakpo Abiodun, Joshua suggested that the clash could finally happen in 2025. The two heavyweight stars have had a difficult year, with Joshua losing to Daniel Dubois in a stunning upset and Fury humbled by Ole Sanders Usyk. Despite these losses, the prospect of a Fury-Joshua bout remains its appeal, and when asked directly about the fight during his interview, Joshua expressed his determination to see it happen.
So why not? It has to happen. Why not, yeah?
Also reviewed his plans to invest in the future of boxing in Nigeria, saying he would like to nurture local talent and provide aspiring boxers with resources to turn professional.
Bring the spirit, so I'm going to bring some of the sponsors I work with, Under Armour, Boss, Lucozade, to come and support in local events here. And if there's talent, I'm sure we could help them in crossing over into professional boxing. I want to take my job seriously, and as I said, I want to be doing good events to raise the spirit in Nigeria. So for me, as I said, I can bring the sponsors, bring music, entertainment, food, good talent, showcase the Ogun State talent that we have. So people from Lagos, whoever's coming here from the diaspora can come here and see what's going on in Ogun State.
And just before we go, let us remind you that the bond of our common humanity is stronger than the divisiveness of our fears and prejudices. You can watch us live on Facebook at Ogtv and Ogun State Television, YouTube at Ogtv Abeokuta, and on Ogtv website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and report, check us on these platforms: X at Ogtv, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download Ogtv app on Apple and Google Play stores. And that's the news. Many thanks for watching, and back to Lara and Akin for the other segment of Newdawn.
Welcome back. We'll take you through the papers very quickly. We have 4 newspapers to take some top stories from. The Tribune, the Vanguard, the Punch, and the
Nation newspaper.
I'll start with the Tribune very quickly. NSC set 2025 agenda for FG as Tinubu rallies Nigerians for positive prospects. Market capitalization adds 21.85 trillion in 2024. Check it out. Troops neutralized 10,937 terrorists, rescued 7,063 hostages in 2024. DHQ says, as PDP wants Tinubu IGP to prevail on Edo government over LG chairman's suspension. Grab a copy of the Tribune this morning for more.